keep the commandments in the last day. Have you heard me saying that all day? Keep the commandments, keep the commandments. We broke the commandments, and all these atrocities happened to us. So now we have to keep them so the Lord can take them off of us. Right? Give me Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 7, I think.
The book of Leviticus chapter 21 and verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head.
So a lot of our people want to be Michael Jordan bald. You see this guy right here?
Yeah.
That spit shine they have on their head?
Yeah.
Right, with the one earring.
Cut my hair.
I got you.
Right, all praise.
The book of Leviticus chapter 13 and verse 30. Then the priest shall see the plague, and behold, if it be sight deeper than the skin, and there be a yellow thin hair, then the priest shall pronounce him unclean. It is a dry scalp, even a leprosy upon the head or beard.
How you want to explain it? Brother, give me
Proverbs 31.
Let me ask you this, brother. When it comes down to your hair color, is that a natural hair color,
No.
or did you have to change it?
I changed it.
You had to change it.
Right.
Leviticus 13 and 30. 13 and 30. I want you to watch this song.
But then again, I did change it because, like, first of all, having dreads and then having color, people look at you different.
Right.
So I just decided I'm gonna do my own thing.
Have you ever heard of leprosy?
Yeah.
What does leprosy look like? What does leprosy look like?
Let's see. Somebody like being judged in a way.
No. So you seen a so-called black man that has leprosy? That means like some of his hand or maybe his face will be white, pale. That's leprosy. You know, the Most High actually told Moses when he put his hand in his bosom and took it out, it was leprosy. It's about to be that
In his stomach. He said in his stomach.
It was a miracle the Lord was trying to prove through Moses, because the people of Israel didn't believe unless they seen a sign, right? And we know Moses is what color?
He black, ain't he?
He black, yeah, he is. He's a Levite. He's a Haitian, right? Ain't the Haitians black? Yeah. So it was a miracle that the Lord was trying to prove, that he told him to, because he was dark skinned. And leprosy is what? It's when your pigmentation is a lighting of the skin, right? So that's actually a plague. You got that? Watch this.
the book of Exodus, chapter 4.
Ain't gonna be long.
The book of Exodus, chapter 4 and verse 6. And it reads, And the Lord said furthermore unto him, Put now thine hand into thy bosom. And he put his hand into his bosom, and when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous as snow.
As what?
As leprous as snow.
So the color of leprosy is what? As snow, right? As white.
And he said, Put thine hand into thy bosom again. And he put his hand into his bosom again, and plucked it out of his bosom. And behold, it was turned again as his other flesh.
Right, so leprosy is white, and he put it back in and put it back out, what his skin is now all black. But the content of it is that he showed that he can give you leprosy. You don't want to have leprosy, because that's an unclean thing, right? Give me this. I'm going to show you.
Leviticus chapter 13 and verse 30. Then the priest shall see the plague.
Then the priest, because when we went to the priest, they supposed to clean up all of our sins, any plagues that we may have, any health issues. The priest's job was to clean that, right? Go ahead.
And behold, if it be in sight deeper than the skin,
What grows underneath the skin?
Cell.
No. What grows from beneath to the outside? It's everywhere. You got hair.
Oh yeah.
Hair grows from underneath your skin, no matter where it's at. Read that last one again.
then the priest shall see the plague, and behold, if it be in sight deeper than the skin, and there be in it a yellow thin hair, then the priest shall pronounce him unclean.
Let me ask you this. Do you know what the word blonde means?
Nah, I just said as a color.
It's a color, but the actual word blonde means yellow, right? So the Lord is pronouncing, give me Proverbs 3:31.
Book of Proverbs.
Because I originally asked you, is that your natural hair color, right?
No, my natural hair color brown.
It's brown and black. But give me this verse.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor.
Read that again.
Envy thou not the oppressor.
Who oppress us in America? White people. Can they help the fact that their hair grows blonde?
No, they can't help.
They can't help. But could we?
Sure.
All right. Read that again.
Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
Do what now?
Choose none of his ways.
You see that? So what, as a man of God and as a children of Israel, should we look up to another nation that hair or nails or anything doesn't pertain to us?
Correct.
So now, give me Hosea 5 and 15.
So what about when they look up to us and they want their skin?
That's
like
okay.
wine color?
They gonna look up to us because we the salt of the earth. Right? We the trendsetters, so everything that we do, they try to lynch on to us. They grow dreads now.
Yeah,
they grow
they do.
cornrows. You just said they don't have pigmentation, but yet they have tanning boots everywhere for them to burn their skin. So it's okay. The Lord set us up to be gods, so these others can look up and see like, damn, they are one hell of a nation, right? Give me that.
The book of Hosea chapter 5 and verse 15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense.
So we do what?
Till they acknowledge their offense.
So what is sin again? When you break a commandment, right? It doesn't have to say thou shalt not or thou shalt, right? Anything that your father tells you to do, right? Read that from the top.
I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face in their affliction. They will seek me early.
Right. So now, in our affliction as a people, we're going through affliction. America's gonna, go through affliction. So now we have to seek the Lord, right? Because we know that that great day is coming. So I'm asking you, hey, now that you know the truth according to the Bible, what you got to do to your health?
Probably gonna fall out.
Hey, probably why you gonna say fall out?
It fell out the first time.
No. But you can hey, you can color it. Hey, you can get that in the city if you don't have it. But I'm saying though, from the blonde, you can change it back to what?
Black. Yeah, anytime. Yeah.
Anytime. So hey, now that we
That's
know
what I
that,
was planning to do before my interviews.
I'll praise.
The only issue with that is I just didn't want to give in because they feel like they see you with a clean cut, black hair. You have to be, that's how they see
That's
it.
the standard,
But
right? And why you say that? They want you to be submissive.
yeah.
How they gonna tell you how to
I'm
dress?
just not the one to give up, yeah. I try to be myself. I don't want nobody telling me, you know what I mean? And I know how they feel about dreads. I ain't had dreads not too long ago. If I showed you my hair.
Did you know Solomon, the wisest king, the greatest king we ever had, right?
I actually got dreads because of Samson.
That's your strength. Man, that was prophet told by God. He's like a mighty man. But that goes to show you are the people of the book. You know what I mean? Because Solomon, Samson, they had dreads.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You can't. No, that's all. What you want?
Yeah, I had dread. I can show you my dread. And then I ended up combing them out. Now once I combed them out, I started losing my hair. So once I started losing my hair, I had to get dreads again.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with locking it up, man.
Yeah,
that's a trend that our people have set. We do anything to our hair.
You see, it was way longer than that, but then it started falling. The gold started falling out.
That's why. Because we basically poison our hair with those chemicals.
Yeah, and then I went to this.
Yeah,
And
man.
then that's when I had it. Actually got rid of all of it, and then
Because when you think
go
about
back to dread,
when you think about the
I
texture,
just dyed it 2 days ago. I was all black.
when you think about the texture of woolly, is it soft or is it rough kind of?
It's more on the rough end, but it really just depends,
Reason why I say that because the white people, they got that dog thin hair.
Yeah, they
we
do
got that.
got
You see what I'm saying?
hair.
And that's what happens over time. Our hair starts to thin out.
Right. But what about white people that can't hair that they white? What would you tell them?
What you mean?
I get everything, but what about the people that didn't choose to be born to be white? What do they do now? How do they get, how do they, get into the kingdom?
Right? Okay. Give me drop it. Give me go back to that.
So if I was going back to my family, because I do got white family too, what would I tell them?
I got you.
because I'm getting everything, and I notice a pattern with, everything, and that we should realize who we are so we can, release the curse. But if we release the curse, then my other family got the curse, correct?
Right, all right.
So what do they do?
I got you.
Book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 14.
Hold on. Jeremiah 8.
What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God?
You say the God is a just God, right? Hold that in the Galatians.
Honestly, I don't know. God, he's very. I'm a trust. I trust in God. I put God in first and everything. I don't question nothing.
I got you.
Right, like the brother, he gonna bring out like after like how the Lord literally divided the nation. You ever read that in the Bible?
Nah.
Okay, that's in the Bible. Right, but he gonna Book of Galatians chapter 6 and verse 7. Be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
Right? Now, when you think about the nation, what you sow, right? So, again, we're not going to sit here and say, hold on, I'm going to let y'all. So, what? Yes, praise. So, we get, with the evidence, we can see that the so-called whites, right? They didn't care if it was a child, he was an elder, no matter what, they brought you into captivity. Right, you was on the slave ship, you had to go through the Jim Crow law. We had to, back in 2021, we had children marching for Black Lives Matter, right? You see? You can have
Isaiah 14 and verse 1. For the Lord. Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children. Prepare slaughter for his children. For the iniquities of their fathers.
Read that again.
Y'all hear this out real quick. Let me ask you this.
Who brought us over here on cargo slave ship?
White folks.
White folks, right? Who put us in the ghettos? Who put us in the concentration camps, right? Who got us working check to check and poverty, right? Well, we say the so-called white man did that,
White
right?
folks, yeah.
And now we read the King James Bible, right? You believe in the Bible, right? And we also believe that God is a just God, right? So he's not going to leave, like if you do something bad, he's not going to reward you for it, right? He's going to punish you for it, right? Y'all would say putting us in slavery would be a bad thing, right? Read that from the top.
Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquities of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the faces of the world with cities.
Right, so the Lord is telling us to prepare slaughter for his children, right? Because did we do what our forefathers did? But yet we reaping the benefits of slavery, mass incarceration, Jim Crow laws, right? We was there through reincarnation, regeneration, but yeah, they never gave us our homeland back, right? They never told us that we was actually free and allowed us to go back home, right?
14 and 1. Watch what the Lord said.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
Now, who is Jacob according to the Bible? My brother know, but who do y'all know who Jacob were? Right? Jacob came from Isaac, right? Isaac came from Abraham, right? Jacob had how many boys?
12.
12 boys, right?
12.
Okay, Isaac had Jacob and Esau, right?
Okay.
And we're telling our people that we come from the lineage of Jacob, right? We're not African Americans. That's two different continents, right? And you may say you're black, but your parents are black, right? They called us Negroes. They called us Afro-Americans, right? But you can read the Bible 100 times and never read those terms, right? Never stumble across them, right? But the Bible is saying that he's going to have mercy on Jacob, which is the 12 tribes of Israel. That's who we are, right? We're not black, Hispanic, or Native Americans. We are God's chosen people.
Right.
The same people that he had to free during the time of Egypt by the way of Moses, right? Throughout the whole Bible, the Lord only dealt with the children of Israel, right? Why do you think we go through the atrocities and the things that we go through and the other nations are here and America succeeding us, right? They live in your Hoovers, your Mount Brooks,
while we in Bessemer and Fairfield
Bring it
worry
out.
about gunshots and worry about our businessmen shut
Bring it
down.
out.
Our kids are going up missing, right? We eating defiled foods and worrying about gout and high blood pressure,
Right.
right? While we keep going through the things that we're going through on a daily basis, and these other nations still prosper, right? It doesn't make sense. Keep going, man. 14:1.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
So our Savior, Jesus Christ, which is a so-called black man, he's coming to save us.
Right.
We the ones that need mercy here. The white man has his foot on our neck, right?
Keep going.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel.
He's gonna do what?
And will yet choose Israel,
Uh-huh.
and set them in their own land.
Now we just established that we was brought over here through slavery, right? They told you free, but gave you a social security card. They gave you driver's license, birth certificate. Why do we need all these documentations here if we're free, right? Why do we have to have a passport or a visa just to go visit another country if we're free, right? If I bought this car this year, why do I constantly every year have to keep paying a tag registration, right? The Lord is telling us we're not free. We're subject here. We're in bondage here, right? That's why our God, our Savior, has to come and save us, right? Keep going.
And will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land.
Which is Jerusalem, right? Give me Galatians, right? That's our homeland. We're not Africans. We're not no damn Canaanites, no Jebusites and stuff like that. A real African would never call himself an African. He's gonna tell you I'm from Kenya, I'm from Liberia, I'm from Ghana, right? I'm from Kuwait, I'm from these. They're gonna be specific about where they come from. But we the ones claiming a whole damn continent. Give me that real quick.
Galatians chapter 4 and verse 26. But Jerusalem,
But what?
But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
So when Isaiah prophesied that the Lord is gonna put us back in our homeland, he's gonna put us back into Jerusalem where we come from. That's our actual homeland, not America, right?
Keep going.
Come here,
And
word of
set
the
them
Bible.
in their own land. And
Hold
the
on real quick.
stranger,
Hold on real quick.
Y'all listen up real quick, because you asked about your family, right? Read that again.
And the what?
and the stranger shall be joined with them.
And the what?
And the stranger shall be joined with them.
Now we are brothers and sisters, right? Spiritually, we are. We come from the same lineage. What would be a stranger? Who would be nation-wise? We can be real. Who would be a stranger to us? Think about it.
People outside our race.
People outside your race,
Right.
right? Do you have any kind of coexistence with the Chinese people?
My mother's Korean.
Where's your father?
Black.
All praises. Go by the seed line of your father. But what I'm saying is that you can put the Chinese man, Japanese, Korean, Asian, Pakistan. You can put all us in one room, and what? Do we all get along? No. So the Lord is saying, He showed. The Lord is showing that we are different. We are set apart, right, from all the other nations. So they are strange to Him, right? We got nappy willow hair like God, right? We got the pigmentation like God, right? We got the power and the mercy and the love like the God of this Bible. Oh, this hold on. Keep going. And the strangers.
And the stranger shall be joined with them. And they shall cleave to the house of
We
Jacob.
gonna do what?
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them.
We gonna do what?
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
Now, if the Lord is coming back to save us, He said these other people are gonna have to be taken with them, right? What does that sound like? If we're gonna have to take them back with us, right? Captivity. Even that
Right.
Revelation. Watch this.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 9.
And y'all answer this for me.
If any man have an ear, let him hear.
That means you can understand these words plainly, right? Go ahead.
He that leadeth into captivity, he that leadeth into captivity.
What is captivity?
Slavery.
Slavery. The Bible said He, the nation, the people that lead another people into captivity. Who did that?
White folks.
Wait,
Right.
Read that from the top.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Now what?
Shall go into captivity.
What book are we reading? Revelation. This is the last book, right? So the Lord is letting us know you reap what you sow, right? At the end of the day, you still have to get your judgment back, right? You cannot lead another nation take away their identity, take away what they stand for, take away their God, their language,
That's right.
their heritage,
That's right.
beat them down, put them on cargo slave ships,
Bring it out.
make them work job to job, make them oppressed, take their children away from them, hang them on trees, set them on fire.
Bring it out.
Pastor, you can't do all that and think it's going to be all nearly and fine, right? Read that from the top.
He that